What's up, Pisces? Let's see what your next 48 look like. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces placements. I'm hearing, oh no. I don't know why I'm hearing that. All right, you guys have the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, the Tower, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Then you got the Ace of Swords. Ooh, the Magician. And the Ace of Wands. Shut your face right now, Pisces. To the Six of Wands. Oh, okay. You guys could be seeing a level of success right now, but this feels like in your personal life, okay? Right now, some of you guys could be feeling like you're floating on cloud 9. It feels like things are coming together for you. You could be feeling better, like energetically, spiritually, physically. You guys could be looking better. Some of you guys are like on a weight loss journey, and I feel like you're starting to see results. It just feels like there's a long time coming for this, okay? Even if you aren't getting like compliments or praises from other people for something that you're doing, it does feel like you guys are giving this to yourselves, okay? You're being your own cheerleader right now, where normally you're your own like critic, your harsh critic. Right now you're your own cheerleader. You guys are seeing that you're the level of work that you're putting in, you're starting to see the successes, okay? So a lot of you guys, that's going to shepherd in more success, okay? Also too, you could be living nicely here in the next 48. Yeah, you guys could be putting in some effort like in your look in the next 48 hours, okay? You guys could be born like March 6th. I see the number 6. Or maybe 6 is your favorite number. Okay. All right, let's talk about this Ace of Swords, Magician, and the Ace of Wands. You finally have clarity on how to make something happen. Okay, right now your energy field feels really, really good. Like I'm excited for you. Okay, with that Ace of Swords, Magician, the Ace of Wands, you guys finally have this clarity. There's this moment right now, like in the next 48 or just moment in general, right? Since we are in Libra season, it feels like you guys finally know how to make things happen. You guys are 222, as I said that. You guys are realizing that you are the magician. Now, Pisces always gets this bad rep, like, oh, Pisces is a daydreamer. But you know what? Sometimes it pays off to be a daydreamer because that means that you're allowing your imagination to run wild. When you allow your imagination to run wild, you're allowing the energy of manifestation to come in, right? Because you're thinking like a kid. The purest magicians and alchemists are children. Because children aren't restricted by anything. They aren't restricted by societal, cutoffs or like judgments or anything like that, right? A lot of the time we do this where we restrict ourselves because of the way it could look to other people or the way it could feel or something like that, right? A more evolved Pisces isn't going to care what people think. But like just in general, Pisces in general don't care what people think. But like a more evolved one genuinely doesn't care, that they'll go out there and they'll do whatever it takes. Whereas like unevolved or unhealed, I should say, unhealed Pisces, you may not care, but you're not going to display it, right? There's this level of like, oh, like you're fish, so you'll like swim away from the issues so that you don't have to deal with it, okay? So there could be a lot of inconsistencies there for some of you. But yeah, it just feels like you realize who you are. You realize that you are the magician, and you're about to make some beautiful changes here in your life. With this Ace of Wands, like, it just feels like some of you guys should write a book about your life. Or maybe you guys are writing a book. Like, there's just something here about, like, I could give advice on this, I could give advice on that. Like, you guys, some of you guys have lived a life where you would benefit others by giving them your perspective on how you overcame certain obstacles, okay? But yeah, it just feels like you guys finally realize that there's nothing in this world that you cannot bring to fruition. You're the daydreamer. And there's nothing in this life that you can't have. And there's like this realization of that. And you're about to show people that you are the magician. Some of you guys could have a Gemini placement. But it just feels like whatever it is you're going after, like, you're just kind of like going with the flow, to be honest. You're not even calculating these things. You're kind of like, oh, I'm just going to do this today. And then it turns out to be something amazing. And then it leads to something else that makes you feel better. Okay? That's why it feels like this is your energy right now. You guys are in the Six of Wands energy. You can't lose. Okay? So keep that energy with you for as long as you can. You know, not just the next 48, but it does feel like in the next 48, you're going to be making some decisions that make you feel better and they're going to raise your vibration. And then that's going to shepherd in something else. So keep on that, okay? Stay disciplined too. It's easy to be motivated, but it's even harder to stay disciplined once that motivation dies out, okay? Because eventually that candle burns out, okay? Um, Hierophant, next 48, you could be getting a new job. You could be offered a new position within your company. Some of you guys could be getting into new relationships here in the next 48 hours. There's a level of commitment that's coming for you, or you're coming for in the next 48. You're trying to figure out, like, okay, where's the longevity? Does it make sense to do this, or does it make sense to stay here? Like, what do I need to do? How does this need to play out, okay? And it just feels like in the next 48 hours, you could be dealing with a Taurus here, but this is about long-term decisions, okay? So you guys could genuinely be focusing on long-term situations right now where you're like, okay, I want to move here, I want to buy a house, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, these are big moves that it feels like you guys are contemplating right now. And so because of that, you have to understand that there's a level of there's a level of risk that comes with everything that you're doing. And so because of that, it just feels like you guys could genuinely be stressing out over it in the next 48 hours. You could be losing sleep a little bit. You could be stressed out about a person, place, or thing. I'm hearing don't. Everything works out the way that it needs to, okay? So those of you that are like worried about not finding a job or not getting your answers right away, I feel like in the next 48, like, don't stress out over it, okay? Like, be like the Hierophant is what, the Taurus, right? Be like the Taurus, grounded. Okay, the bull moves slowly. It only charges after things that compel the bull to charge at, right? So again, until you see red, there's a lot of red in this card. Until you see red in a way that makes you want to charge after, until you see that goal, there's no need for you to stress out, right? Everything is happening as it needs to. So I'm hearing be as calm as the bull until it's time to charge. But be sure that you're being mindful on when it's time to charge, because you guys might get an opportunity here in the next 48 hours that because you're not paying attention or because you're busy stressing out somewhere else, you're not showing up your best self, okay? So make sure that in the next 48, you guys are showing up your best self to everything. Doesn't matter how tired you are. Doesn't matter how unmotivated you are. Does not matter, okay? Keep that energy alive. You guys are in good energy right now. Do not lose it, okay? Again, don't stress out over things that don't need to be stressing you out, all right? In the next 48, the tower, you're about to bring a tower to somebody. And maybe that's what you're stressing out about. You're like, oh my God, like, okay, this is like signing a contract for a new house. And you're like, oh my God, you wake up in the middle of the night, oh my God, I just bought a house. Am I stupid? Am I crazy? Am I that person? So some of you guys could make a big decision here in the next 48 hours. That you're like, I can't believe I did it. And it brings a tower moment for you, right? But the tower is always a beautiful card. It might have a bad rep, but I think that it's a great freaking card because at the end of the day, you're rebuilding on sturdier foundation. This is like you being like, let's say, I don't know, some of you guys could be between the ages of like 30 and 40. I'm going to give like a 10-year range, but it feels like 32 to 38, okay? Some of you guys right now are finally at a point where you have healed, you have evolved, you know your skill set, you know who you are. And so because of that, this tower is happening at this point in time, because what, we're like 5 months away from Pisces season, okay? So again, it feels like there's going to be something here that is groundbreaking for you, that possibly happens in the next 48 hours where you're like, man, like, maybe I've been the one that's been standing in my way this whole time. Maybe I've been setting these guidelines and rules and restrictions on myself and I didn't need to. So there could be a sudden realization here, and that's where you're stressing out, where you're like, oh my God, you wake up in the middle of the night, oh my God, I've been the tower. I've been the blockage, okay? So I see you guys like having a realization and then allowing something to fall, allowing the chips to fall where they may, allowing things to kind of unfold for you in the next 48. And then you're like, all right, cool. Now that I've had my breakdown, my meltdown, whatever, it's time to get to work. Next 48 hours, you could be focusing on strategies here. Again, this feels personal. This doesn't really feel like work. Yeah, you might be working in the next 48 hours, but this is you guys working on you. You're working on a plan. This could be a business plan, a strategy. You're working on a better routine. You're working on you, okay? Because you're like, damn, like, I just bought this house and I just had my meltdown and realized that, okay, I am at that point in my life now. Now it's time to get to work. Okay, so there's not going to be a lot of time between this meltdown and you getting to work. This is like you waking up out of nowhere, realizing it, boom, and then you're like, cool, first thing in the morning, put to action. What do I got to do? Okay, this is getting yourself out of debt. This is understanding where you are financially and being able to buy that car, being able to buy that house, being able to buy that phone, being able to buy whatever you want, because you're like, okay, I'm finally sitting down and realizing where I'm at right now, and it turns out I've been standing in my own way. And you know that's gonna by you putting in the work and it's having these realizations is gonna lead you to this Ace of Wands here. It's gonna lead you to manifest more abundance, more clarity, more love, more passion. And because you're finally gonna see things for what they are, like that crow right here. Here's the blindfold that was around that crow, and you're like, nope, you let that, and it's blowing in the wind, and now you're gone, and now what? You're successful. Okay, so right now is a very pivotal time for you guys, so I would suggest getting to work. If there is a goal, if there is something that you want, yeah, I split the deck. You have the World. Are you kidding me right now? So again, choice is yours. Oh, there was a card that was I'll read this for you guys. These are flipped over. You have the Death, and then you have the Knight of Swords. Yep. You have a new end or a new beginning that's coming in for you guys quickly, and it is up to you to take action. Okay? So, sink or swim, Pisces. This is what I'm getting. So, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you in the next one.